Well. It is not a surprise though, except those who didn't follow the campaign during the election. During the campaign, Tinubu was the less, performance. Somebody who couldn't answer a single question, but always delegating subordinates, to answer questions on his behalf. So he coming out now to tell the public, to tell the world that he didn't foresee, the enormity of Nigeria challenges, Nigeria problem. That shows, that show how poorly prepared he was. You understand? Yes, that is why we are suffering. We are suffering in Nigeria. Nigeria has become, a big giant, a big giant guinea pig for his trial and testing error, testing the microphone, trying, error. You understand? Try it's bad policy. You understand? You guys get what I'm trying to say. So that's the reason we are going through. We are going through testing the mic. Try this policy, fail. Try error. Try error. Because of lack of preparedness, shamelessly telling the public he didn't foresee the enormity of Nigeria problem. Ultimately, Nigeria is suffering, is incompetence and lack of due diligence. This is the man, who mocked, his fellow contestant Pr0blem for always, quoting statistics. In one of his infamous speech, he said, "Now statistics we go shop." How many of you remember that remarks?
I think na statistic we go chop.
Of his boy, who is currently Minister of Aviation, Festus. Is it Festus? I'm trying to remember his complete name. Please remember his name, please. Yeah, it's Festus now, but I can't remember the full name. The son. He laughed. The guy laughed like one can go do wah. You guys remember? So, by the way, this was reviewed by one of his SSA, by the name Bayo Ananuga, in one of his interview. So he revealed it in his interview with Business Day newspaper. Yes, I remember. He's a special advisor, Bayo Ananuga. So when he was asked, will it be right to say that Tinubu didn't foresee the enormity challenge of Nigeria? Yes, it was his interview with Business Day newspaper. And the guy speaking now on his behalf is a special advisor. Yes, I remember, Bayo Ananuga. So he was asked if it would be right that he didn't foresee the enormity of Nigeria challenge. He said yes, that it is difficult. That he said Tinubu didn't foresee the enormity of Nigeria challenge. That it is difficult because he agreed to the question. He answered the affirmative. He said it is difficult to see what is really on ground when you are outside. It is difficult. So since they know it's difficult, these people were the one that mocked the man who was always quoting figures, revealing Nigeria's challenge, quoting statistics. They use it to mock him, and because of that figures Pr0blem was always quoting, that was why the whole Nigeria mounted support behind him, and he won the election. When they see that it was about, to win massively, they shut down Arab that was supposed to really show to the world who won. They shut it down. They rigged him out of election. They took his mandate, and today the mandate they took, they are struggling to run with it, and they are subjected all Nigeria to pain and agony, to suffering as a result of their lack of due diligence. So in this interview, Bayo Ananuga said a lot of things that will not be able to cover in this video, all right, because it will be too lengthy. Things among the things he said in the interview that revealed Tinubu's lack of preparedness was his removal, of fuel subsidy on the very day of his inauguration. But this wasn't what Tinubu said that pushed him to remove fuel subsidy on the day he took over power. He said that a few people were benefiting from the subsidy. A few people were benefiting. These were people who were more powerful than the state, more powerful than the arrest of the police. So he said these few folks were the one making money from fuel subsidy because we are so powerful than the state, that no security agency could arrest them. You understand? That was why he decided to remove the first subsidy that very day. So he now decided to use the inefficiency of the state to punish the innocent Nigerians. Meanwhile, the Nigerian government still spend over 17, billion naira of fuel subsidy every day. Meanwhile, Nigerians still buy petrol over 600 naira. Before he removed the subsidy, petrol was being sold about 200 naira per liter. Before the subsidy was removed. Now, after the subsidy is back now, is that the Nigerian government still spends, that is currently, as I speak, is Nigerian government spending 17 billion naira of fuel subsidy every day. Why is petrol still sold above 600 naira? Why are Nigerians still going through this on the this hardship? My question is, where is the excess savings going to? Where is it going to? Or are they trying to say that Nigeria should bear the cost? Yes, we need transparency, and more transparency is needed here. We need to know where is the excess savings going to. That's it, because after all, Oga TINUBU has said that in part that Nigerians should bear the cost. He said it.
The last 40 years, some very few people were cornering our commonwealth, calling it subsidy. I call it wasteful and thievery.
Governance isn't hard. Forget the way Nigerian politicians want to make it look like rocket science. Nigerians are not hard or difficult to convince. Nigerians are good people. What they just want a good life. That's all. Nigerians need good life. Just with politicians themselves need a good life. If they are giving themselves a good life, why can't they give the simplest thing? Why can't they give the same good life to the Nigerian citizens? Why can't politicians live by example? Why can't they live by example? They tell Nigerians to sacrifice, but they can't sacrifice. They tell Nigeria to patronize, made in Nigeria goods. But meanwhile, they themselves, at any slightest problem they have, they run to abroad. From a sickness, to any challenge, they run to abroad. The other day, the National Assembly bought over 160 vehicles from abroad, using the scarce dollar that is not even available, to Nigerians for business. You tell Nigeria patronize made in Nigeria goods, do this, do that. At any slight problem they have, they run abroad. Medical treatment, they run abroad. Their children academics, they run abroad. National Assembly, that's supposed to be the so-called lawmakers, purchasing over 160 vehicles from abroad, where we have many manufacturing vehicle companies in Nigeria. But so what is killing us in Nigeria, what is affecting us in Nigeria, is the hypocrisy of the elite, the hypocrisy of our politicians. The hypocrisy stinks to high heaven, to be candid to ourselves. Local merchants can't access dollar that has the ability to drive down the price of goods. They can't. But meanwhile, our politicians have it to use to purchase 160, cars. They have it. It's not naira they use, of course, it's dollar. But if this dollar is accessible to local merchants, I tell the truth, it will drive down, the price of goods. Today, the Nigerians are asking, why is the price of goods keep going up? Why, dollar seems to be reducing? Yeah, they are asking question. This is very simple. Very, very simple. This is economics 101. You expect people who bought dollar when it was high to sell when it is low. It is not possible. And right now, the people are asking, why is it the other way around? The moment the dollar gains against the naira, merchants are quick, to increase the price of goods. Yes, that is normal, in any business. Even local manufacturers, that import, the raw materials they use, to produce, they always monitor the FX rate. This is because when they sell some of their, their raw product, they have to convert it to dollars. You understand? To buy their raw materials. So even a local manufacturer depends on the FX rate because they use it to import their raw materials. Likewise, imported product, merchants that that ordered goods maybe in January. So if the merchant place order maybe in January or February, it will take at least a minimum of 3 months to a manufacturer maybe in China, in Asia, in other country. It will take a minimum of 3 months, to manufacture the goods and ship it to Nigeria. So, for example, if the person, place the order in January or February, now you consider the price of dollar as at January and February. That is the price of that January and February. The merchant will calculate his price, to sell his goods. Otherwise, he will lose. There's no way he will not calculate it to sell it currently at the current. It's not possible. No one is in business to make losses. People are in business to make gains. So that's it. Everyone is in market to make profit. So people will not see the change in price in market until it's about 3 months or more. That depends only if the naira continues gaining against the dollar. Exchange rate activity is very important. Before people can build confidence, in Nigeria economy, exchange rate must be very, very stable, at least for 6 months. Okay, guys, I don't want the video to be longer than this. Thank you. If the video makes sense to you, please let me like the video and please ensure you share. If you would mind, tell me where you are watching from at the comment section so that I can appreciate you. Thanks and God bless you.